Welcome to another edition of Fun with Origami. Today we're going to try a slightly more ambitious project, and it doesn't really start from any particular base. So get yourself a square piece of paper and turn it at a 45-degree angle so that it looks like a diamond shape in front of you. Then make a valley fold, taking the lower tip and folding it up to the top tip, folding your paper in half horizontally, crease it well, unfold it, turn it 90 degrees so you have the vertical crease line that you just made, and do the exact same thing. Fold it again diagonally by taking the bottom tip and making a valley fold up to the top tip. Next, open it back up and take the top tip that's farthest away from you on your desktop, and you're going to bring it down and over until it touches the intersection, that's a good math word, intersection, of these two lines, the horizontal line and the vertical line. There's the intersection point. You can also call this an axis, and this an axis. So where the axes, or axi, I don't know what the plural is, intersect, just bring down that top point until it's right on the intersection, and then you'll have a horizontal crease at the top. It should look something like this. At this point, you flip it over. Now, look at this line segment. This is the vertical center line, and halfway between this point and this point is the center point on this vertical line. I want you to look at this edge. It's not a raw edge because there's actually a flap, a second piece of paper under there. So this is an edge right here from here to here, not down here. I made that mistake the first time I made this. It's just this part right here. Okay, imagine taking this line and folding it down so that it lay at a 45-degree angle along this center line. So that's what you do next. This line segment right here, and it comes down just like that. And it brings the rest of this with it. But again, all you had to do was look at this line segment here, not worry about this, and just bring it down at a 45-degree angle and then crease it very well. The next step is to do exactly the same thing with the other side. So you look at this top edge. It's going to come down at a 45-degree angle and lie right against the flap that you just bent over. So take that top edge, bring it down, 45-degree angle, and create kind of a diamond shape at the top. And don't forget to crease very carefully the whole thing. The next step is to simply flip it over so you have this diamond-shaped flap, and on the center line, right down this diagonal, you're going to do a valley fold, and you're going to fold this side right over like that. I'll show you that again. You flipped it over, you've got this little thing here, and you're going to do a valley fold on this diagonal line right over like that. Okay, now should look like this at this point, and I want you to take the top flap and open it up a little bit. And I want you to look at that small square that is made of this triangle and this triangle. We're going to pull it out and then push this back down. So watch how I do this. I just get underneath it with my finger and I just pull it to the left side, and I'm not making any new crease lines, and then I put the valley fold back where it was. So I have just taken that flap and basically pulled it out. It's almost the opposite of a reverse fold. So now it looks like this. In our next step, we are going to make the wings. Now, the wing is somewhat difficult to visualize, so I'm going to slow way down, and I'm actually going to make some marks with my marker to help you out. I'd like you to look at a point right about here, maybe 3 centimeters down from the peak of the triangle that makes the beak of the penguin. And that is going to be the end point of one of our crease lines. The other thing to look at is this point right here, right there, where the top triangle flap intersects with this rectangle that is going to be part of the wing. So what you want to do is bring this point over this way, but not all the way to the edge. And you want the crease to end there. So the other end it's going to be a triangle that runs down here, but it's not even going to come close to the bottom. It's going to end somewhere around here. So it looks like this. And also this, I think I mentioned this does not come all the way out to the edge. So very slowly, I'm just going to keep my finger there so I know that that's where the crease is going to end. And I'm just going to push this over till it's about 1 centimeter away from the edge. And then I will crease down that way and crease down this way. And I want you to notice that it didn't go all the way down to the edge. There's a little bit left there. Okay, so let's look at that again. So this point, this is the end of your crease line. I'm going to bring this over, so it's about 1 centimeter away from the front. And this does not go all the way to the bottom. It ends about 1 centimeter from the bottom. But if you worry about this point and this point, don't worry about this point. It will come out in the right place. Now, flip the bird over and do the same thing. Remember, we're looking at a point about here, and we're looking at this point here, and we're going to put our finger here and then push this over, not till it's all the way to the edge, about 1 centimeter before it gets to the edge. Then push this crease down, and this bottom part should take care of itself. Now they don't have to be perfectly symmetrical. This one you can see there's a little more space between the bottom base of the bird and the end of the wing. That's okay. But if you look at the wings now, there's a flap for a wing, and on the other side there's another flap for the wing, and they are fairly symmetrical.